Hey guys, it's your M.K.S here, back with another video. Hope everyone's well wherever you are. As I probably mentioned before, it's my birthday tomorrow. So anyway, as I mentioned, August is my birth month, so I was hoping it would be a positive month. Unfortunately, hasn't been that great, but in fact, something's gone quite wrong. But anyway, I'm not too bothered really about my birthday, but I'm more bothered about football and like the football teams I support doing well. And like I'd love to use my birthday to encourage, like, support Italian football and Celtic and the projects I support. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about my I call it a more selfish idea than some of the more charitable stuff I like to work on, because obviously it's sort of yeah, it's like kind of a selfish sort of pleasure where it's sort of the football teams I love to support, especially Italian teams. I support Celtic because I think I say that's a more ethical thing, because they're more like Celtic are anti-imperialistic, anti-racist and things like that. So I suppose I say that's more ethical than Italian football. But I support Italian football because I supported them when I was young, and because I support them because I think I look Italian. So it's probably quite a naive reason to support them. But yeah, so I've supported them ever since. But yeah, I'd love to somehow use my birthday to encourage people support Serie A or Italian teams, and also Celtic. I know that's probably a bit of a pipe dream, but I thought I'd share it anyway. And I know you're not supposed to share your wishes, birthday wishes probably, but I thought I'd share them anyway. Hopefully I won't jinx them, but yeah, so I hope Celtic win tomorrow, especially because it's my that would really make my birthday a lot better anyway. But as I'm not hugely bothered about my birthday, but it would be if Celtic win, that's more important to me than it being my birthday really. But obviously them winning on my birthday would be a good thing. I hope my birthday will be a good omen for them, if you believe in superstition or luck or whatever. But I think the main thing is that they have to go and perform. But unfortunately, Ronaldo left Juventus, obviously a town team, a couple of days before my birthday, so I was a bit gutted about that. But so I'd love to see Italian clubs have wealthy owners and also invest as much money as possible. Like I'd love to see Messi, Ronaldo. I'd love to see Ronaldo come back to Serie A and Messi come to Serie A, and even like as I've talked before about like players like Mbappe, Haaland, and great players like, especially young up and coming players who are going to be the next Messi and Ronaldo, because they're a bit older now. But I think I still love to see Messi and Ronaldo, even though they're a bit older. Although part of me would also love to see investment in like youth academies and that sort of infrastructure as well, because I think it's not just buying new players, but also ensuring that we look to the future as well, developing younger players as well. So yeah, I'd love to see like some of these wealthy Asian or Arab investors, Asian/Arab investors investing in Italian football, maybe even uniting together, like somehow uniting together Saudi Arabia and Qatar, who don't seem to get on well, and like uniting them together to come together to invest in Italian teams. And hopefully also they'll do that for their PR or whatever. I don't really know about the business model, about how companies get return on investment in football, I've got to admit that. But yeah, I'd love to see, like there was a rumor that AC Milan were going to be bought out by Bernard Arnault, if I pronounce his name right, French guy who was at one point the richest person in the world, but his wealth sort of fluctuates because it's based on share prices and all that sort of thing. But yeah, he was supposedly, according to a rumor, going to buy out AC Milan and bring in all these great players and invest so much. But apparently that was like a rumor or even part of a scam. But I think it'd be great if he did buy AC Milan, who's like quite a luxury brand as well, so it could perhaps go with his brand LVHM or whatever it's called. I got to admit, I don't really know a huge amount about it, but I know it's like a luxury brand in France, and at one point he became the richest person in the world. He probably still is, or about there, but it seems to change quite a lot because it's based on share prices. So yeah, I'd love to see people like that invest, and maybe even multiple companies investing in Italian clubs as well, Celtic possibly even, people like Bernard Arnault and his company and his investment vehicles or whatever, and also like Berkshire Hathaway and Cascade Investments and companies like that invest, or even wealthy investors from Asia and maybe even Africa perhaps, could improve relations between themselves and Italians through football. Like, so yeah, I think it'd be great if they invested in like football academies, but also as I say, the PIF. And I know, as I say, they don't get on well with Qatar, but I think it'd be great if they improved relations and Arabs unite together, but also invest in Italian teams, and like people from Mediterranean nations invest in Italian teams as much as possible. Again, but also the academies for the future, so bringing out young Italian footballers, but at the same time also investing in bringing in great players as well, and maybe those younger players can learn from them. Like, so I'd love to see Messi come to Serie A and Ronaldo come back to Serie A, and I think maybe the Juventus people who own Juventus, I think, are worth about 19 billion or something. So I think they should have done more to keep Ronaldo, although he is getting a bit older and perhaps it didn't work out well enough as a team. But I think they should have perhaps worked harder to keep him, and maybe even brought Messi in. But I think they could have invested like much more money through like billions at it if they're worth that much money. But yeah, I think it'd be great to see like also Inter Milan we're going to. I'm a bit strange like this because I support all the Italian teams. I'm probably the only person who supports like all the Italian teams, or one of the few. So I think Inter Milan are nearly going bust, but they actually might get a wealthy owner at the last minute, like Fortress or the PIF, Public Investment Fund. But I think it'd be great to see, as I say, because I support all the Italian teams, I'd love to see like AC Milan and Inter Milan and Juventus and all those other teams, even some of the lower level teams or even some of the lower league teams perhaps. But even like bottom of the league Serie A teams getting that investment. So anyway, I thought I'd share that dream, as much of a pipe dream it might be, and because I love football so much, and yeah, I'd love to see. But again, I think it should be a balance between buying younger players, but also investing in younger players, academies and all that, but also buying some of these already excellent players, like bringing in Messi, Ronaldo, and people like that. So I'd love to see, like I say, even wealthy Italians themselves, but also wealthy people from Arab countries and Asian nations generally, and that sort of thing, investing in Italian football. So I'd love to hear what, as ever, your thoughts on my video, and I'm out. Peace out.